Hey there, YouTube. Sir Daniel 1975, and here again to talk about my sound dampening box that I made for playing trumpet in an apartment, because I live in an apartment. And here it is. It's not pretty, okay, but it works rather well. So in person, when you put the bell in, it's like it cuts the volume in half. And it is somewhere in the neighborhood, depending on how loud you're playing and everything, it's going to range anywhere from 5 to 15 decibels that softer. So if you really put the air in there, it's only going to take 5 decibels off, like you're really playing loud. But it's still taking an edge off that it's going to prevent a lot of that ambient sound in the room that actually leaks out into the next apartment or out the window or whatever that really bothers people. So it does work really well. So the layers, it's made from, the outer edge is ABS foam, okay? The whole thing's light. It's light, okay? It's not heavy at all. So ABS foam, okay? And then the next layer is BXI sound absorbers, okay? So this layer right here, this piece, that's actually BXI. I actually have a spare piece that, yeah, looks like that, okay? And of course I painted it to try to match everything, but yeah. So, and this stuff really does absorb quite a bit. It's much better than the regular foam absorber, which I have some of that stuff right here, which is the next layer all around inside the box, okay? It is. So also when you stick your bell inside and you listen to your sound outside, it does lower the pitch a little bit. However, when you, from the ambient sound outside, but when you put your mic on in there and you record from there, you're getting the actual normal pitch. So anyway, it's pretty, it works really well. It doesn't come through on video very well when you try to show people how much sound reduction it is to the blowback sound to yourself, which you hear when you're playing, when you have your bell in there, and trumpet players, you know what I'm talking about. It's going to sound like 50% less sound coming at you. So, or the ambient sound in the room is what I really should say. So that really feels like a lot. So, and if you really do studies on sound decibels, you'll find that it doesn't take much to really reduce the sound when you start clicking away decibels. So people think they need to like do 20 decibels less on things. That'll really make stuff soft. It's sort of like the, let me reach over here and get it, the Yamaha silent brass mute, okay? We all know, whoops, I had it upside down, Yamaha silent brass. We all know that that's probably the one thing that reduces sound the most is Yamaha silent brass. And then the next thing, I got to reach over here to get it, is if you get the KGU adapter for a Harman mute, that would probably be the next thing, or some other practice mutes that are out there on the market. And then a regular mute would be next, okay, like a Harman mute or something. Well, the ambient sound in the room in here is like somewhere in the neighborhood of a Harman mute, okay, coming from the dampening box that I built. So, by the way, sometimes I do just play on a Harman mute. I've never had any complaints about that. So, it works really well. So if I wanted to get my true sound on a recording, I could use this, or if I was doing a live stream or teaching a lesson online, you could use something like this. So you just got to have a mic inside. So, and that's really it in a nutshell. Don't, if you need to reduce the sound that you're producing, let's say you also live in an apartment, you don't need to go as extreme as you think, because especially the way I have my setup, I'm in a bed. My office is in a bedroom that's furthest from the front door. So by the time the sound travels to there, like if I put my decibel meter out there and play in here and do all this, it's so reduced by that point that you just don't really know what's going on. Literally, a television is much louder if you're watching television. So, yeah, so it's a very simple thing to build. I do have some pictures that I took along the way, and maybe I'll insert some of these pictures as I was making this, and so you can kind of see the process. It's not really complicated. Just know that it's about 16 inches this way on the inside somewhere. Maybe with the extra foam, it's shortened from that, and then 12 inches vertically. So the depth was 16, vertical is 12, and then the horizontal was 12. So that's basically the measurements. And of course, some of that may change on the inside and the outside once I, started putting things together, but I tried to measure it in that capacity. And the adhesive glue was just a spray adhesive that I was using to put everything together. When I was putting the ABS foam panels sections together, once I had stuff in there, it was quite the chore to try to keep everything straight and flush on the edges, if you know what that term means. So there were a lot of gaps, which is why I ended up getting liquid nails to put in the cracks and stuff like that, because I didn't want that extra sound coming out. Also, once I filled in the gaps, because I tested it along the way, it really did had a little bit more enclosure dampening to the sound. So, all right. Hope you like this video, and catch you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and click like.